Hey guys, this is the Lovin Dubai Show podcast. Today we spoke about the new population registry, the new way you can book a taxi on WhatsApp, and the amazing Dubai mom who got 100k followers in just 2 weeks after losing her 500k account.
And so if you have missed the episode, we go in podcast form. So don't forget to subscribe to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast wherever you get your podcast from, and enjoy the show.
Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. It's Thursday. How great. We're nearly at the end of the week. Our top story for you today is how Sheikh Hamdan announces a Dubai population registry.
As well, you can now book your Dubai taxis on WhatsApp. Wow.
The amazing social growth of the Dubai mom. She regained 100,000 Instagram followers in just 2 weeks after losing her 500,000 follower account.
As well, a Dubai clinic rescued a kitten that swallowed a needle.
Ouch. Also from Ukraine and Russia to Bollywood, we're going to be joined by Armen and Greyg on the Lovin Dubai Show, talking all things entertainment industry.
It's 341 days since the genocide continued in Gaza on October 7. The current death toll stands at 41,084. The number of injured people is 95,029, and 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
In today's rapid weather report, the highs of temperatures have climbed back up to 43 degrees today. However, humidity has dipped down to 41%, so don't worry, you'll be just fine. It was glorious leaving the house this morning, I must say.
I agree. I was like, wow. I can feel like a
Did you notice too?
Breeze. Yeah, I did. I really did.
I literally walked out the house. I was like, has it been like this whole time? Is this what it feels like?
That I loved it. I loved it. I was like, that's interesting.
Like back. That's amazing. Interesting is a talk topic we've got on our WhatsApp this morning. We're asking people, should phones be banned in schools? We want to know if you think they're essential. We want to know if you think they should be banned completely, or whether maybe we leave it up to the students.
I think they should be banned. And not because of what our producer Masa was saying, because it was banned during my time. No, it was not banned, but because during my time I would have fun during the school. During lunch break I would interact and play around and run around and talk and interact and just have a lot of friends, and just really nice, I would say, cool interactions. And then now it's with the phone, you're
I guess during all of those years we were developing social skills. They're good or not now, who knows, but we were developing social skills. We were learning how to interact with people. And I guess what you're saying is you want the same for your kids. But Farah, I get what you mean. However, when we're trying to get from A to B and we have our phones, we think, God, how do we live before? How did I even navigate a road? And for example, things happen during the day. You're a working parent. You need to get in touch with your child. I get that they should be banned, and I fully agree with you. However, how do you implement it in a modern day society?
Look, I feel of course, it's not easy. 100%. It's not something easy. It's not something that, that is, it's inevitable to have a child want to use technology, in such a world and in this modern, in our modern day right now. But maybe they should be banned. You know what I mean?
Right, but how?
How? It's the school should ban them. I'm sorry, don't allow phones to be all around, because then, it's the child is losing the essence of their childhood. Interacting with people, talking, having fun, making friends, and the list goes on and on.
True. It's it might be hard to really ban them, because parents might even stick the phone into the kid's pocket, being you mind that, don't tell your teacher.
Yeah.
But not having them on the playground, not having them on the school bus, that's something that teachers and schools could implement. So this movement has started in the States, that states have started saying they're going to ban it. But the question is how. And really interestingly, we were talking about it before the show. Masa said her school had a metal detector to check you for your phones. That sounds like they're checking for something else, Masa. Genuinely? How fancy was your school?
Oh.
Okay. So
wow.
For phones and other illicit substances that should have been in the school, a metal detector can do that. That's high level. And they patted you down. What age were you? 17.
I mean, I don't know, but I think, maybe as the kid is growing up, it's very essential to teach them to actually interact with other kids, because then their social, I would say, abilities are not going to be as good going up, like later on. You know, they're going to be either socially awkward or shy. They're not going to know how to deal in situations. Yeah.
Well, we'll leave it at that to the public court of opinion. I think it's important to get teachers, educators' thoughts on this one, which we'll try and do later on in the day. Let's jump into our top story. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan announces a Dubai population registry. Dubai's Crown Prince issued a resolution on the creation of a unified Dubai population registry, which seeks to provide comprehensive real-time data on Dubai residents. This registry aims to centralize Dubai's population data, ensuring accuracy, comprehensiveness, and updates.
It as well supports the development of government plans, strategies, policies, and provides regular census results in line with Dubai's digital transformation goals. Of course, this is all according to the resolution of the Unified Dubai Population Registry, which will be enabled on the digital platform of the Dubai Data and Statistics Establishment. And this registry will as well be able to be official and sole sources of population data for the Emirates.
So if ever you want to know how many people are living in the city, you'll know where to go. Additionally, it will help improve government services and programs while enabling future population forecasting to guide economic and social policies.
Well, this is actually very interesting how even counting the population is now going to be done digitally, which is very cool, I would say. But something that's even cooler is the fact that we can now book our Dubai taxis on WhatsApp.
Oh, yes, you can. What a segue. You can now book your Dubai taxis on WhatsApp. The update you did not know you needed, whether you're a tourist exploring Dubai or a resident on the go, getting a taxi in Dubai has never been easier. But first of all, you need to know how to use it.
Well, all that you need to do is WhatsApp hi to 800 Hala Taxi to book your ride in minutes, which is really cool.
And then, if you've ever wanted someone to respond to you on WhatsApp, the chatbot will do it. The chatbot will ask you for your location. You'll receive real-time updates, including the driver's information and estimated arrival time.
Well, when you arrive at your destination, you can pay using cash or card. It's that easy and that simple, which is very cool. I would say it's very convenient.
It's very convenient for everyone. I think it's fabulous, like all of them. However, you always need data. And sometimes your data runs out. Like, I have to be so careful because I use internet all the time. I'm always on videos. And the amount of data being on Instagram takes, by the way, is absolutely redonkulous. So although I love this, it's a great initiative. I always, when I'm out and about, I'm always looking for Wi-Fi. Is that really cheap of me? Like looking for that free Wi-Fi constantly?
No, not at all. That's what I always as well do. Yeah. I do that all the time. Even if I have data, I would still
because you have to save it.
Exactly. For later on when I do not have Wi-Fi and I need something urgent. No, I think it's smart.
Yeah, it's just crazy how much videos take of your... Do you know your app usage? Like, what's your top?
Yeah. Mine is
TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh, I want to check.
TikTok. What's yours?
I think it's Instagram. It's just Instagram.
No, mine is TikTok.
It says a lot.
TikTok.
Speaking of Instagram, the story came to us 2 days ago, and when you hear it, it will make you go like that. Well,
a Dubai clinic rescued a kitten that swallowed a needle. Now, a Dubai veterinary clinic recently saved the life of a curious kitten who had swallowed a sewing needle. Now, the cat gained access to a room where sewing materials were left unattended and managed to snatch a sewing needle with his paws.
Poor kitten. The kitty... I don't really know how to say this in a more sensitive way. Trigger warning. The needle went through his hard palate and into his nasal cavity, causing immense discomfort and potential danger, and the family immediately rushed the kitty to the vet.
Well, it was later on discovered that the sewing needle was lodged in the kitty's mouth with the blunt and pressing against the base of its tongue. And under sedation, the veterinarians carefully removed the needle and have since then made a full recovery.
Oh, I'm so happy. She's better. She's better.
I know. The thing is, like, we should be more careful around, animals and what we place, because they're animals and they will not really think like, oh, this is a needle, I shouldn't.
Yeah, but it's your home. And I said yesterday, I was like, when we were having the chat in the morning, I was like, how on earth did the cat eat the needle? And cat families were like, cats eat everything. They'll
That's
eat
true, yeah.
shoestrings. And like, could you imagine having to put everything away?
Yeah, but
At all
the thing is, like,
times?
not everything. You know, like sometimes, like when you have like a kitten, and she's not like a big cat. You know what I mean?
baby.
A kitten that is not gonna like have the, I would say, good judgment to know what to eat, what not to eat.
It's just shiny
It's just
things.
like, yeah, it's like, oh wow, shiny, you know, and she just like swallow everything.
Well, it's a lesson hard learned because I have no doubt that all of the sewing materials will be back in the
A box.
Right. But you know what? It's impossible. Like, because I just think about the family, I'm sure, were devastated when this happened, and they're probably really feeling how awful this was. You know, it was probably the case of phone call, have to go and get something,
Yeah.
gone to the bathroom,
Yeah.
you leave it down for 1 second. When I was 3 years old, I was Mum was bathing me in a sink rather than the bath.
Okay.
I don't know why. We had a really
Because
big
you were a baby, I think.
I was like 3 or 4. We had a really big sink downstairs, so I was having a bath in
Okay.
that. Who knows why? Maybe I jumped in. And she went for a long phone call, and I took a bottle of lice shampoo. You know, that really putrid smelling.
Oh my
And I
god.
opened it and I drank it. Isn't that so gross?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had
what
to,
happened?
I have really vague memories of a small ambulance. It wasn't a big ambulance. A small ambulance came, and I had to get my stomach pumped because I had
Oh my
obviously drank
God.
lice shampoo. Of all of the shampoos, you know what I mean?
Casey.
Like, why not the strawberry bubbles?
Oh my god. That's actually, by the way, really bad.
But I'm saying it's like
That's
things
really
are
bad.
around.
I know. Look, things are around, but look. I don't know. In your case, that's different, but in the cat's case, that's like, you know, she's a kitty. She's not even a cat, and I don't know. They just eat everything on the floor.
This is what I'm saying. Well, that is definitely, as we said, a lesson hard learned by that family, and a public service announcement to the rest of us. If you have kittens, keep your needles in a tidy space where they cannot reach them. Next up, the Lovin Dubai newsletter has got a major refresh. So if you shun social media, but would still like your daily dose of news fresh to your inbox every day, you can now subscribe to the Lovin Dubai newsletter.
Well, you will find the sign-up link at our link in bio on Instagram. That's simple.
There you go. Next up, we love this story.
Well, Dubai mom regains 100,000 followers in 2 weeks after losing 500,000 followers account. So a Dubai-based blogger and influencer, Virda Javed Khan, known as Mom in Dubai on social media, recently faced a devastating blow when her Instagram account with 500,000 followers vanished overnight.
Virda had dedicated 8 years of tireless effort to building a very engaged audience on the platform. People love her content so much. She's very funny. She's a mom, but she's real. So the sudden loss of her account was a heartbreaking setback. However, she did not let it keep her down.
Well, Virda created a new Instagram account from scratch. Like, she started from the zero. To her surprise and delight, the new account amazed and impressive of 100,000 followers in just 2 weeks, which is honestly impressive.
So amazing, 100k in 2 weeks. It's fab.
You know
what
what?
is your secret?
I think the secret is the fact that they were creating original and organic content, and that people really liked. And then when she lost her followers, of course, you know, like her fans and people who really liked her and her content noticed that. And then when she created a new one, they're like, oh yeah, we want to follow her again.
So, and yeah, and I think she obviously had the old content that performed really well, so she shared it, and I think it's getting maybe 200,000 views. But one of her videos that she's reshared has 2 million views, and it's basically telling the story of what happened. And so many people have just kind of jumped in, because when you are this type of personality that's sharing your personal life and your family life, she may or may not be aware that she actually has a positive impact on a lot of people. Like, people would miss her and people enjoy her content. So she's got so much support, and I'm sure she feels the love in the room. You know, when we shared it on Lovin Dubai, though, the comments were just like, they're not the love and support that she needs.
Yeah.
But the comments on her page are it.
I mean,
and people are like, yay, we found you, you know?
100%. And you know what? It's not because, like, you know, sometimes when we follow influencers, we follow them because, you know, like, it maybe is like get away from like real life,
Right, yeah.
you know, and then maybe that's how she was to her own followers, and
100%.
that's how they noticed her, the fact that, you know, she's not there anymore.
100%. Like, we do always talk about the pros and cons of social media, whether it's good or bad, and then, you know, sometimes the negative influence, we can get, you know, sometimes we become anxious because of what we see on social media. However, there is positives there. There's people that show you a life that you could achieve. There's people that bring positivity. You know, maybe you're not watching Netflix, so you're looking for positive content, and she is one of those people. And I think sometimes I forget to kind of highlight the positives that can come from social media, and I think she's one of those accounts that people love.
I agree with you 100%, and as well, you know, like when it's a real person that's in front of you and that it's actually showcasing their life, it's very, I would say, heartwarming.
Yeah, it takes a lot, that's for sure, as we spoke about yesterday. It's 8:46, which means it's time to welcome our next guest. From Ukraine to Russia to Bollywood, an incredible career in the entertainment industry. Armen Greyg is going to join the Lovin Dubai show very shortly after this break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Armen Greyg, a talent in film and entertainment. From professional dancing in Russia to producing and acting in Bollywood, he's made his mark in India, Armenia and beyond. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi guys, nice to see you, everyone here. Nice to be here. I'm following you. I'm watching all the morning when I'm dropping my kid to the school. I'm watching Lovin Dubai, so it's nice to be here.
Thank you so much.
But I'm an Armenian, not Russian. I'm an Armenian.
Okay.
Armen from Armenia, Armenian.
Ah, all right. Well, that's actually really cool. But my first question is, what inspired you to work in film?
Oh, that's the real story that we can make a movie. I mean, you know, when I was like 7 years old, I saw there is a like Bollywood movie, Disco Dancer, called Disco Dancer, with Mithun Chakraborty. You know, back in the days in USSR, it was very famous. Like Indian movies were very famous. So
Right.
I saw in my village in Armenia the movie, and I said, "Oh, I want to be like this guy, and I will become an actor." That's it. From the 7 years old, and one day I will flew to India, and I will work in Indian movies. So I did it. Yeah, so I did it.
Interesting. But before you got to India, tell us a little bit about you were dancing with Russian pop stars. Can you remember so many good stories from those early days?
Yes. I was like 15, 16 years old, and I just moved from. I born in Ukraine actually, grown in Armenia, but born in Ukraine. So I lived with my grandfathers in Armenia, and when I was like 15. In Armenia and between Azerbaijan there was a war, and there is a very bad situation, so my grandfather sent me back to my family. So I've been there like few years, and I just dreamed about the dancing, all this kind of things. So I just 60 years old, I take the ticket and by train go to Moscow.
God, what did your family say when you were like?
I never asked, because that's my dream, and I just following my dream, you know. So I went there and started everything from the zero, and I don't know anybody there, and I don't know anything, but just at least the language was Russian, so I speak Russian. Okay. Yeah, but then I started my career like as a dancer, as an artist in Moscow. I was living there a long time, and I mean till the days.
When you look back at that decision to leave home at 16 and pursue your dream, now with all of the information and knowledge you have behind you, are you happy with that decision?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had a very, I don't want to say bad days, but it was an experience. I was suffering really. I mean, and at 16 years, 17 years old as a kid. But I never stopped, you know. And until the days, I've never stopped. I have like big dreams I'm working in the movies. I'm producing the movies. I'm acting in the movies, and I want to become the guy. What I was dreaming about, you know. So yeah. By the way, I went to India when I was 30 years old, and I didn't speak any English. I didn't know any Hindi or didn't know anybody in Mumbai. I mean, I just like take my bag and flew to Mumbai. It was like adventure, but I'm happy, and those connections now helping me to move forward. And I have done many projects with the Bollywood stars. I mean, and I took them to Armenia to shoot the movie, took them to Russia to make the movies, songs, and this, that. So I'm flying to India often. So yeah, and here also.
Interesting. It was written.
Well, speaking of movies and so on, you played an Armenian mafioso on Extraction 2, which featured Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Now, if you can tell us about the experience and working with such a big Hollywood star.
I just got a message from a casting agency from Prague, and for this part, and I flew to Prague, and I did like 2-3 days working in that movie. It was like a role with the lines and everything, but unfortunately, I mean, when the movie comes up, that those scenes with me, I mean, the cat, there is something, but it's very small. But at least I have a like video, the backstage video that the people were shooting, so I have that memories. The experience is beautiful because it's another level. I mean, it's another level production, another level people. They how they speak, how they work, and it's a good experience for me as an actor, first of all, and as a producer, like to see how the people is treating each other is very important. I mean, in another level. Yeah, it is beautiful.
Interesting. And what's been your favorite production or your most memorable production set to be on to date?
When I was
either acting or producing.
As a producing, so I produced some music videos, TV commercials with the Bollywood stars, which I personally act in that. The one video we shot in Moscow, it's an Indian song, very big hit, like 600 million views or something. And I act in that also, yeah. So that was a nice experience, and I become famous like in India, like, oh, this is the bad guy. And one TV commercial I make with two, with Abhishek Bachchan, he's the son of Amitabh Bachchan. He's a big star in Bollywood also. So yeah, I mean, something like I can mention, but I did many with stars, but these two I can remember because I act in that, not only the producer, I act in that. The movie, I don't know, I cannot say that there is a movies.
Have you ever faced difficulties working directly with such big stars in the Bollywood industry? I feel like there is this kind of stereotype that people with a lot of fame can be egotistical. Would you agree with that?
Based on my experience, I can tell that sometimes it's better do not know personally for example, the actor or someone that you, think this is the beautiful and nice person or this or that. I don't blame anyone, but sometimes it's better do not know the person personally and how he's in life. So your like vision and your inspiration keeps your sight aware about this all. But mostly I meet so many people and exactly the actors whom I saw from when I was a kid, and I was working with them like in one set or producing something with them. It's like another level of emotion. Like let's say Amitabh Bachchan. I meet Amitabh Bachchan. His son is introduced me to him. It's like the god in Bollywood, And for me, I go on watching his movies. Or Mithun Chakraborty, I worked with him in a movie. I was sitting in one set with him, and I can touch him and tell him, listen, I came to India because of you. One of them reason because of you. And the people is sitting there like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful feelings. For me, it's something you mark in your life and you get there. It's, for someone it's nothing, but for me, it's a beautiful thing because I was a kid. I was watching these people, and now I've been in their house. They hospitalizing me, and I took them to my country. I showed them my country. It was and the beautiful thing that many of my teachers in school and my friends in the school, and they all remember these things. Like I start dancing, I was just like coping of this all, and I said them, one day I will become an actor. I will bring these people here, or I will went to India. So they till nowadays they are saying we still remember that those words you told that when I was a kid.
Wow, so nice.
Yeah, it was kind of.
Well, as you mentioned right now that you worked in different countries with very different film industries. Did you ever feel like you faced restrictions that limited your creative freedom?
I don't feel that. I don't feel that at all. I mean, I feel internationally, let's say internationally, I feel better myself. I mean, when around me, like so many people, they all speak in different languages. You know, I'm working for, like I say, international movie now. I casted for the international movies from Hollywood. It will shoot in Armenia because one of the producers Armenian, and they casted me without any audition. I mean, and the director is Iranian. Iranian director is very, 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 very creative and vision. So I'm so happy to. I mean, in October I'm flying to Armenia to shoot this movie with them. Yeah, and I know I feel comfortable 100%. I mean, I don't have that kind of things. Yeah, I just want to make people around me happy, and you know how I can. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah.
Can you share details about that movie that's coming up in October?
Oh yeah, it's not coming up. I'm going to shoot it. It's called. It's a very beautiful story. I was like, my English is not that well, so I read like 2-3 times to understand the things. It's called Cinderella's Shoes. It's like beautiful story, very beautiful, but at the same time it's a very sad story. So the people will cry at the end. It's very, very amazing. And my character also, I mean, is a. First of all, people can say he's a nice guy, but then he's not a nice guy. I mean, I cannot say many things, you know. So the movie is very beautiful. Yeah, the story will touch everyone's heart.
Look forward to it.
Have you ever like faced biases due to your background?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Like biases, you know, like in terms of like did you get treated differently because of your background and so on?
Treated me differently? Or?
Yeah.
You mean the productions where I work in, or the people where I meet, or?
Yeah, if you have been treated, you know, like differently in your career, whether you are directing, whether you're acting.
Oh, you mean that? Background. No, I don't direct. I produce and act. No, it's always the same. I mean, in the same way. See how I treat the people the same. I mean, treat me. I think is like. It's like a combination of relation between the people. You know? And if I produce something, so I make people happy. Absolutely. I mean, either there's a like payment wise or like other. I mean, everything. I just make people happy on my set, and the same me. When I work somewhere, so. Yeah, I cannot say anything bad, you know. So,
as a producer who's lived in Dubai for 10 years now, the main shows that have been made in Dubai are Dubai Bling, The Real Housewives of Dubai. Apparently, there's another one coming up. Would you ever be interested in being involved in one of those shows? What are your thoughts on these types of reality shows?
You know, the thing is that I even didn't know about this all, because I think when these kind of things coming somewhere to someone like idea, they first of all they may be calling their people they know, or maybe, or you know, and I cannot say for myself like I'm like a Dubai Bling one of them person, because it's like fashion, fancy, all this kind of cars, these things, you know. So I'm just a simple guy, you know, who wants to do something better for this country, or whenever I do something, you know. So I don't see myself on that project as an actor, or maybe as a producer. I mean, if I do this, okay, but as a person who is inside that, I mean, and I don't see myself there. Yeah.
Speaking of wanting to do something for this country, you've been here for 10 years. How have you found the film industry in Dubai in comparison with?
Unfortunately, I have to say this. Not in Dubai. I mean, UAE. I mean, very small film industry. There is happening very small. I mean, they don't make much movies. Let's say, I don't know what's the reason. I mean, there is everything. I mean, all the possibilities is here. I mean, there is lots of creative people living here. I mean, with the different vision and everything. I mean, for example, I have like beautiful stories. I mean, scripts already, and I can't. I mean, here I can't make them. I don't know why. I mean, what? I don't know. I mean, they have everything. The money is there. The people is there. All the world is here, but there is no movies. I don't know what's the reason. I mean, personally, like I don't know what to say. But at the same time, I know the co-production with Hollywood movies. I mean, I don't know how it all goes, but locally, like people who lives here, maybe they have a lot of stories and scripts, but there is nothing happening. You know, I don't know. For me, myself, I can say I have like 2-3 scripts already. Like it will be represented the UAE in another level, 100%. But as I know, they're making like movies locally, like for GCCs only, like you know, like kind of. I cannot say. Before was International Film Festival, beautiful Dubai Film Festival. I've been like part like 2-3 times. I mean, each year I was visiting, you know, and it's now gone. And one of the biggest event in region, and one of the not one of the best, and it's gone. I don't know.
Let's watch this space, maybe.
I mean, that'll be very exciting. But I want to ask that you worked in India, Russia, Armenia, and it's like the Middle East. But what country is the most challenging to work at?
I don't know. I cannot say. To work, to live, or to work?
To work.
I mean, for me, easy in anywhere. I mean, if I do something, I got a project. For example, someone calling me, you have to do the project in India. Okay, no problem. I have a team there, so I just flew there and I make the project done and come. Because I'm kind of international guy, so I grown with so many people. I suffer so many things, so I can handle things in any place. For example, you need something in Armenia, just one call, I can make it. You need something in Moscow, even I'm not there. I have one call and everything will be done. Nowadays, I have some requirements. For example, from India to shoot the song in Spain. Okay, I have people there. So I just make a call and we have a budget and everything. So I don't have any kind of problem. I don't see any issue. No, it's your ability to make friends, make connections, know what to do, how to do, and how fast to react. So this is the most important thing, because a lot of projects I get because of my passion, my reacting very fast for something. So I mean, I don't waste time. If something come to me, so I'm there, you know. So yeah, or I'm looking for that still.
I love that you said as a 7-year-old boy you manifested, as Gen Z would say, you know, working in Bollywood, and you got yourself there. So now you've done that. You're sitting here today. What are you manifesting now?
I want to become a star. This is my dream. I mean, to be star, not just to make money or something. No. I want to be a powerful person who can do better things around you, for the people, for your relative, for your friends, whatever. I mean, to do more good things, to have power in your hands. I mean, but unfortunately, power is not only what you can do, but the money also. Why I want to make money, for example, because of my job, to make more beautiful things. Do not buy the car. For example, I'm driving like not fancy car or something. I don't have like 10 cars. I don't need it. Why I have to those cars? You know, to make my people around me happy. I mean, if I can do that, this is my dream. Yeah, and sure, to make movies, to act on that, and yeah.
Well,
simple dreams, nothing like.
Big.
Simple dreams.
Yeah, now I got my visa to US. I'm planning to fly to US finally, because there's lots of people that I have to meet and see what I can do, because as an actor, first of all. Yeah, so I'm planning to visit the US now, because I have a lot of friends living there in Hollywood. So I have to go and meet them and see what I can do there.
Well, absolutely best of luck on that journey. Ukrainian-born but Armenian-raised family there.
My mother Ukrainian, father Armenian. So I born in Ukraine. I grown in Armenia with my grandparents.
And next movie shooting in October.
In
best
October,
of luck with that.
Cinderella Shoes is a beautiful story. Yeah.
You've sold it already. We really look forward to watching it.
It's a beautiful, guys. You will cry. You will laugh and you will cry.
I don't know if I like to cry. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it. The chat was great to get to know you a little bit better. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you, Casey.
And that brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.